It started with this video, which I watched because it looked cool and it talked about Cruelty Squad, which I love deeply. Then I saw this image on Peripeteia's Kickstarter page, and that was the final nail in the coffin. I was playing this demo. So it's a demo, not a full game, but it still got me very excited, and I had a genuinely great time playing it, even if it lacks refinement. So the game is an immersive sim, which basically means that you start in a big level with an objective, and you can complete that objective in multiple ways which you get to choose from. Peripeteia also allows you multiple physical paths as well, having a very cool parkour system which gives the game so much character and a whole other dimension of emergent gameplay as you figure out tricky ways up balconies and over rooftops to reach your objective. To LARP as a professional game reviewer and talk about this exclusively in terms of things I've already experienced, it felt like playing a lane action RPG with very open-ended levels and mirror's edge parkour. One particularly memorable experience is when I fell off this girder and plunged kilometers to my death in the abyss, expecting to hit a kill box and see the rectangular buildings just sort of stop at the void. Instead, to my great surprise and glee, there was an actual street level that my helpless character collided with at terminal velocity, instantly turning her to blood mist. Like, the whole time, I was playing around, jumping from rooftop to rooftop and ledge to ledge, but like the entire time, there was a fully realized street level of the level hundreds of meters below that I previously thought the buildings had just risen out of the primordial darkness of video game engines. That was so cool. Also explained the frame rate that I was getting, because the whole time I was jumping around on these rooftops, there was an entire street level also being rendered by my computer, nicking my fucking frames, which I didn't realize until I fell off. The movement, and especially the climbing, felt a little off at first, but after the first level, there was a moment where it clicked and the game just made sense. It is slidey in a way, and if you enter third-person mode, your character runs in a funny-looking way, but you will come to realize that the movement is the way that it is, because if it were any other way, you would not have the freedom that you do, and the movement actually feels fantastic. I would get excited coming into a new area and looking up and around at things that I realized I could climb on, and just subsequently plunge to my death off of. Realizing that I could climb up a building's giant neon sign to gain access to a bureaucrat's office to kill him filled me with joy. The movement system means that no level geometry is purely decorative. The entire level and all of its shapes contribute directly to the gameplay. Don't think any other game has gotten me genuinely excited staring up at the side of a 35-story apartment building. At some point, I thought I recognized part of the music playing in the background, and then I realized that I most definitely did recognize it, so I'm quite confident that the game uses tracks by Sewer Slot, and it definitely at least uses Mr. Kill Myself, if I'm remembering correctly. Anyway, it was cool to hear music that I like in the game. The last thing I want to mention is the hacking minigame, because it took me a minute to figure it out, but it is in fact awesome. It makes you feel like that one chick from Ghost in the Shell, with the fingers that like split into more hyperdexterous little fingers that slam keys at Mark 11 and type the entirety of the Fountainhead in 2.3 seconds. So basically you have to find the correct characters to spell a word or a phrase that you don't know. You start with no hints as to either the password or any of its characters. You press a key and the screen gives you a color, red, yellow or green, corresponding to how close you were to the correct character. Red is far, yellow is sorta close, and green means you typed the correct character, and you are now guessing for the next one. If you don't spell the word in time, you are kicked out, and if you are kicked out enough times, the computer is locked forever. The strategy to employ is to quickly press a bunch of keys on your keyboard and locate the yellow zone, and then press all the keys around the first yellow key in order to hit the green one by pure chance. This is some of the most fun I've ever had playing a minigame, and it does not overstay its welcome. The inventory is grid-based like Stalker or Tarkov, and the guns are very Russian. Inventory Tetris is listed as a feature on the game's Kickstarter page. The game is set in future Russia. There are batteries that refuel either your health or your energy for your cybernetic enhancements hidden around the map for you to climb up to or shoot your way to. You can slow down time to take more accurate shots, empower your legs to get that 37-inch vertical leap, activate your night vision, or give yourself stronger arms to better control recoil and throw crates at skull-cracking speeds. Anyway, download the Peripeteia Demo from Steam right now. You can open dialogue with the cactus in your apartment.
Peripeteia